I've never sensed an abyssin like this before.
Safe. At last. Wow. So the gray space entities managed to get in here after all.
It's going to be pretty hard for just the three of us to fix damage this extensive.
Oh no! Darned abyssins!
Abyssins? No. I noticed that the nearby force field generators were not taken down by brute force. Someone must have just switched them off. But these force field generators can only be controlled from a console at Outpost 10. And special authorization is needed at that.
Tianlong, you mean someone working in the outpost switched off the force field generators?
A working hypothesis. I sincerely doubt gray space entities would have the power to crack a security system that strong. Otherwise...
No. Surely not. Maybe it was a simple equipment malfunction?
Well, I suppose we can't say anything for sure at this stage. Let's keep going. I'm eager to meet up with Lynn and the others at Base Station 2. Perhaps they figured something out we haven't. whatever you do, don't come into contact with the threads around us. It's a trap.
Decide now. Fleeting moment.
Are you all right?
I'm all right. What about Umi? Have you seen her?
Umi? Maybe she's hiding somewhere.
Hiding? But we've eliminated the enemies.
She may not necessarily be hiding from our enemies.
What do you mean?
You haven't noticed that our new friend Umi has been acting a little strange?
Strange? Maybe a little.
So you've also noticed something is slightly amiss with Umi. Well,
She may just be an executor in training, but even so, she would have already undergone rigorous preparation. Failing to immediately report an attack on her outpost and leaving it on her own accord is a major dereliction of duty. But judging by Umi's reaction, I got the sense she didn't know what a serious infraction it was. Also, when Lin asked about survivors, Umi should have immediately suggested to check the safe house. She only led us there when Shirley said she had identified signs of life nearby.
exactly. She's been lying to us. And I think on more than one occasion. At first, I thought that she was just in shock. But it was very curious to me that she checked the outpost's comms network when Lin asked her to. She didn't notice how odd that sounded. Executors are responsible for protecting others. They aren't trained in how to operate an outpost's comms equipment, or even have the access to it. But Umi did not have any trouble with either. She must have stolen access keys from those unconscious technicians. What I wonder is, how she managed to learn the system so well. Of course, it's possible that she didn't really check the systems like Lin asked, but I think it's safe to conclude something very strange is going on.
Do you think Miss Lin also noticed that something was off?
It's safe to say, yes. Lin is very careful, and Umi's subterfuge has been clumsy, to say the least. Let's go and meet up with them.
Hey, what about Umi? Shouldn't we try to find her?
Don't worry. She will find us when she wants to.
Huh? But won't we get lost without her?
I've made my fair share of visits to this plant collector's paradise, so I'm familiar with the area.
Oh? I thought you said you didn't have a good head for directions.
I was just playing along with Umi. Come on, don't fall behind. No signs of Lynn or Shirley yet? Seems we're the first to arrive.
Or perhaps they ran into trouble.
If that's so, I think they should be able to handle it. It's a shame the equipment here isn't in better condition. It's going to take us several days at least to restore everything.
If we can't fix the base stations for several days, do we have any other ways to go to Ennis?
Without a space rift, the only way to get there would be the deep-sea tunnels.
Deep-sea tunnels?
Yes, a primitive access way established during the founding of the second city for the transportation of materials, equipment, and personnel. The later establishment of stable space rift networks with Meroria rendered the tunnels mostly obsolete. There's an entrance to the tunnels quite close to here, just over there.
Is that Umi?
Let's go and see what's happening over there.
Miss Lynn?
Miss Lynn, help me!
Really, very careless. The game is up, Lily. You can't lie to us anymore.
When did you figure it out?
Almost right away. You're a poor actress.
You're all done for.
She's unconscious, but alive.
Just like the other members of the outpost?
Yes. That gray space entity didn't kill them, just manipulated them like puppets.
These parasitic gray space entities represent a whole new threat to humanity. They're clearly much more difficult to defend against than classic entities. We have to pass on the news immediately to headquarters.
What should we do about this muddy one? Eliminate it? Or bring it back for Lyra's team to study?
We'll bring it back. It's an extremely valuable specimen. Tianlong, can I leave the safe handling of that thing to you?
I'd rather...
What about Umi? The gray space entity has left her body, but is she back to normal?
I think that she should be all right.
Ow. Where am I? Umi, you're awake. Huh? Who are... Officer Lin! Officer Lin! District 7 Executor in Training Umi reporting.
Just call me Lin. Umi, what do you remember of the last several hours?
The last thing I remember is, I was training?
Training?
No, I was on patrol. Yes, patrol.
So, she doesn't remember. Actually, a gray space entity had taken control of your body. Caused us no small inconvenience, by the way.
Huh?
There's no need to intimidate her. She's just as much a victim of the gray space entities as any other members of the outpost. And I'm sure they need a thorough medical check. We should head back.
Huh? But what about this mess here? And shouldn't we be heading to the tunnels to go to Innis?
Headquarters can send someone and fix up the outpost. In terms of the tunnels, they haven't been used for quite some time. It's hard to say if they're even still serviceable. I think we should head back to headquarters and discuss the next step.
All right then, as you say.
You've brought back a very valuable specimen, a new kind of parasitic gray space entity we've never seen. It will be immensely helpful to Dr. Clive in his research.
Apart from Umi herself, I think it's likely other members of Outpost 10 also fell under the gray space entity's control. I recommend putting them into isolation for observation.
Okay, I'll arrange it. But unfortunately, our current technology has no way of identifying if someone was under control of one of these parasitic gray space entities.
Parasites can hide themselves well within their host. When Umi was parasitized, I couldn't detect any gray space entity signals inside her body. We would have all been deceived if Miss Lin hadn't noticed what was wrong with her.
Perhaps we can have Dr. Rubilia take a look at them.
Right. Rubilia might be able to identify controlled individuals quickly. My main concern is that there may be more insidious, longer-term parasitic effects at play. Also, I'm worried that...
I understand. I'm sure that Umi and her colleagues are not the first humans to come under parasitic control. Our best bet right now is to keep the whole affair as low-key as possible. We wouldn't want to start a panic. Archon Larson has already ordered an urgent investigation into this new species of gray space entity. But determining its exact capabilities and what other effects it may have could be a lengthy process. You can leave those questions with us, Lin. Archon Larson has another mission for you.
He wants us to go to Innis through the tunnels?
Yes, Right now, whatever is happening to Innes is our highest priority. Since the miasmic swamp base stations are out of action for the time being, the deep-sea tunnels are the only way to get there. But the tunnel network is a real labyrinth, and we can't discount the possibility of gray space entities or other dangerous creatures lurking within. You're going to need someone familiar with the tunnel's layout.
I can guide you. Greetings. I'm Icarus. Operation codename? Mook.
Mr. Icarus.
Lyra, Lynn.
Icarus, you're back?
Yes. Archon Elric asked me to assist as soon as he heard of the issues surrounding Vera. And you are the Executor and Miss Shirley, correct? Greetings. I'm Icarus. Operation codename Mook.
Mook? You're the leader of the Mook squad?
Yes.
Icarus and his squad had been posted to Innis for quite some time, so you've never had the opportunity to meet until now.
And I'm afraid I'd be stuck in an S2 if I hadn't been ordered back to District 9.
You don't seem too worried about Innis's situation.
Shiro had detected an anomalous change in the ocean environment several days ago, so we'd asked Archon Fiona to make preparations before this incident developed. I'm confident that Ines will remain safe, even if they've lost contact with Meroria for now.
Icarus, you were just saying you could guide us? So exactly how familiar are you with the tunnels?
Archon Fiona once showed me the blueprints of the entire tunnel network, and I also carried out a few simple exploration missions there in the past. You can trust me to be your guide.
All right then. I'll leave re-establishing contact with Innes to you, Lynn, the Executor, and Shirley. Archon Larson needs Tian Long to stay in Meroria to handle another urgent matter.
Okay, then we should go as soon as we're ready.